Hey, welcome back, everybody. It's Shino, and we're back on the Rusty Gears server. Now, I'm not near my base. Let it be known. I've found me a nice little area for a industrial area to work out of, and so that's what I've been kind of doing last couple of minutes here on game time. Go, chicken! Get in there, chicken. Straighten up. Go, 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 go. Yes. Okay. Yep, starting to put together a little bit of a semblance of a work area over here. This is a really nice area. I mean, I'm right here at the edge of a wooded biome here. There's like a plains biome over there. Savanna over on that other side. Jungle right here. Really cool. And with my desire to kind of build in amongst the terrain, of where I live at, this is going to be a lot of fun for me. So what I want to go with here is we'll probably put some staircases that will lead up on top of these plateaus on either side. There is a cave entrance over there that will lead up on top, but I'm thinking about putting one in just like right here. A waterfall coming down through here. I want to put a bridge across here. Yeah, just kind of connect all this area together. A lot of this area back here, and there are some giant kapok trees. Those are staying, of course. A lot of these large trees that you see up in here are going to be staying up in here. They're going to be staying in this area, so we're not going to do anything with them. Yeah. This is I get lots of temporal rifts in this area. In fact, there's one that's formed like 4 times right here, right next to my base, one out there, and then one that's been forming like right over here someplace. So yeah, when temporal activity gets pretty big, it's kind of a tough area. But this is not going to be, like a long-term place for me to be at. It's just going to be, just an area to come and work out of. It is very, very hot. If you look in the upper left-hand corner, you'll see 34.6, 34.9, 7 o'clock in the morning. Yesterday it was like 49 for the daytime temperature. So yeah, pretty spicy in this area. But, look at that. Lots of bamboo, lots of great big trees, lots of open area. Lots of different types of wood, which is really good. There's a lot of oak in this area. Like I'm going to leave that one. I'm going to take these down because this area is going to be built in for something. And then this area here, I've just been kind of building up slowly. But you can see you got maple, you got oak, there's pine back over there. We got lots of fruit trees in this area. And as you can see, I've got a good orchard going here. I think I only had a couple of these orange trees not take. I think I had planted 6 here, and there's like, what, 4 now? 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. These are the apple trees. They didn't do very good. I had 4 of those, only 1 took. And then these are the pomegranates. Yeah, and I think I had like 2 or 3 of those that dropped off. But anyways, I mean, so I'm really enjoying this area. Lots of clay here, and that's the primary reason why I settled up here, because I'm going to need a lot of clay for my build back in the community. So with all that clay I'm going to need, I needed a nice big area where I can get it all out of. And this is a huge clay deposit. I've already taken 1 layer off of it, and I think I'm up to like 300 clay. But lots of bamboo. I don't know if there's a market for bamboo within the other Rastafarians, but if there is, I have good access to it. Lots of kapok, but like I said, I'm not going to take down these large kapok trees. We're going to incorporate them into our build. Now, bad guys. There are a lot of bad guys to deal with here. I've had several families of wolves that have been right along this edge right here. I've had several families of hyenas that are just forming just along the edge of those hills over there. I have had a lot of wolves spawning right in the back area over there that have been running through here. So got to really be careful on the day-to-day when I'm out and about around here, because there's very likely I'll come over the top of a hill and run right into something that wants to wreck my face. Yeah, so it's been kind of interesting. What else? Oh, underneath the ground here is just primarily shale, is what I've been finding. So of course the build here is going to be out of shale. I did get down and find some granite. We'll go down this way and take a look-see. So land right on top of borax, and then going this way, like I said, primarily shale here. Going down, run into slate, and then I got into peridot, not conglomerate, peridot. So not finding a lot of the stones that I need for my build. I will need slate and I will need shale, so that's good for building the house, but I need some big solid blocks of it. So got a little bit of work there to do. All right, what else? This is just going to be this beginning episode of this episode. It's just going to be kind of an overview of what I've done so far while I've been over here, just trying to get the infrastructure together. Food is very, very hard to grow over here because it is so hot. But I have found quite a few nice little goodies while I've been out here exploring. I've got this area set up for my coal. So that's doing good. I've got 252 firewood there, 53 peat, 238 blue, gray clay. And then I also have, let's see, on me. Let's get all this in. And we'll get a look at what we've got. And there we go. So 631 blue-gray clay. That's going to give me a good start. And then over here, I've been working to get some leather going. So I'm going to finish working on that. As far as resources go, anything spectacular? 14 cherry trees. And I'm not sure if I can grow those back in my area or not. I would really like to be able to. Yeah, just a lot of copper. Still no tin out here. You know, that's the other gears have been great in saying, hey, you know, if you need some tin, let me know. Nathan had some over by his place, and he's like, hey, if you want it, come get it. He was tearing down a mountain. He's like, if you want it, come get it. So I went over and grabbed it. Hippie's been really nice, and she said, hey, if you want to trade for clay, just let me know. Or if you want to trade for tin, just let me know. So, you know, lots of help that's coming in for it. So I don't want people to think I'm begging for anything, because I would really love to find these resources myself. So saying all that, here's the really weird, kind of unusual thing about it. Out of all the worlds I've ever played in, I have never not been able to find tin within, you know, the first 300-400 blocks of being underground. Does that sound weird? I mean, to me, I've never been one that's ever sat there and said, man, I just can't, you know, I really need tin. Even like in my Winter Wonderland world, you know, starting out in the winter, and you know, I had struggled finding copper to start off with. But once we got copper, it wasn't long before we had tin, and we were making tin bronze like right off the bat. My first series, my first world, went up on top of a gravel bar looking for copper and found tin, you know, and it was a big deposit of medium quality tin. So I've never been in a situation where I've sit here and gone, I just can't find tin anywhere. And it reminds me back to hearing people talk about that in the forums and like on the Discord for the Vintage Story Discord about, you know, they're not able to find tin and where should they look and all that. And I kept thinking to myself, man, you know, it's not hard to find tin. But in this world, it's been very hard for me to find tin. I've got several underground areas that I've been in, and let's hop up here and we'll go into the map and kind of take a peek. And this is just, I did put a bunch of stones up here just to create this as being spawn proof up in this area. The first temporal rift that formed right outside here, when nighttime came, it was spawning up on top of my roof here, and they were raining down on top of me. It was pretty bad. But let's go in here and take a look at the map. So this is, and it's going to be kind of hard to see because I do a lot of playing on my other computer, and this is the one I record on. So a lot of the map is not uncovered, but I've got an area. Let's see, yeah, right down here that I have been mining in. I think it's actually this one right here. And it's weird. Each one of these halite things, I found like 8 blocks of halite and then nothing else after that. It's kind of weird, but I keep them marked there. But I've been mining in this area, getting limestone and getting slate and shale out of this area. And, you know, gosh, you know, well, you can look. Let's see. Not that, was it this one? Yeah, look at all that. I mean, I've done a lot of mining over there, and found really nothing in the way of ores while I'm over there. Now, you can tell that the frequency of surface copper is very high in this game, the way they've got it set up. So, you know, copper is really easy to find. In fact, if I go right over here, you know, I've got another large deposit of copper here. I've got another one, I think that's, yeah, right here. So copper is, you know, you throw a stone and you're going to hit a copper deposit on the surface. Underground, yeah, I'm not finding as much. So I would say probably in the settings they did surface copper, probably very common. They probably still have tin set as rare. But then I'm going to say the global ore distribution is probably set, you know, at normal. So not a big deal. Like I said, I'm not complaining too much. I got lots of copper. So I just gotta get down there, and I've got some tin now. So I did have what I've gathered over at Nathan's place, and then there's also another spot over. I think I gotta grab let me grab this and see if that'll show up that way. No. Okay, so it's over, if I were to go to Jaybird's place, which is right there and follow along, so it'd be that block right there that's kind of grayed out. I've been there and I've got it pro-picked using Prospector Info, and I've been down in there, and there's actually tin down in that spot. I haven't found it yet, but there is tin in there. It popped up with a medium, you know, on the measurement, so I just got to go back down. I had to come up out of it because I was running out of food. So anyways, so that is what's going on there. Okay, so it is noon. I'm not going to take off now. I'm going to kind of gather up everything that I want to take back with me, and then I'll get it together, and then first light we'll take off and we'll head back over to the other base. But we'll be back here. We'll be back here because we got to get some building done. As you see here, I've kind of got this laid out. I'm going to end up connecting these two buildings together. That's a framework. This is going to be another framework. It is going to come out to, you know, right along this edge here, connect up over here with an outer wall. This will be a patio area here. And then we'll just connect all this together into one large structure. And then it'll be, you know, that way we can look out into this little swampy area right here. I think that'll be really pretty. And then, like I said, then we're going to build a bridge across there. And after we get all that clay out of the way, then we'll be setting up our farms down in that area. So, okay, let me get my stuff gathered up that I'm going to take with me. Let me get this stuff moved over and soaking, and then we'll be back. Hey, just something I wanted to point out here. If you're playing on a server and you have some food that's about to go bad, put it in your inventory. When you log off. That's what I've been doing with my food plots. And also, this is a warm environment. So as an example, if I were to put this in this chest, you'll see it's 12.1 days. I leave it in my inventory. It's good for 18.4. So just a little bit of advice there. One of the things that I've noticed and I've been doing is anytime I go to log off, I put the food pots in my inventory. I have had them go bad on me, depending on how many days have gone by. But I notice it in these warm environments, they don't deteriorate as quickly in my inventory as they do out in the open or in a chest. So that's what I've been doing. Just kind of keep things going. So just something to think about. All right, see what I mean by temporal rifts in this area? Right there's another one. It's kind of crazy. So when I build in this area, they're going to be all around my house. So this may not be a good spot to build in, but whatever. Okay, we're ready to go. Let's get out of here, and we're going to have to sprint because there's a lot of bad guys right around my house. So here we go. Yeah, this is a really nice area as far as resources go. There's another temporal rift right there. But it's not a good area for temporal stability. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that. There we go. That should be good enough. Okay. Let's get going. So we're going to have to kind of go off at a little angle. And I'm not going to keep you here throughout this entire trip, but just kind of give you a little bit of idea what this terrain is like and what we've got around us. Isn't that nice? Look at all those big kapok trees. And I am still watching for Purple Heart. Purple Heart is something I'm going to need. I figured up in my creative world, I did a sample build. And the Purple Heart came up to a count of about 330 blocks of Purple Heart. Now that's, blocks have been converted, planks, and then converted into the blocks instead of into the planks. Anyways, so that's quite a bit. I better get I know there's not a whole lot of bad guys in this area, but things kind of wander around. So that's quite a bit of Purple Heart. So step one would be if I can get a hold of a Purple Heart seed and start growing some Purple Heart trees, I think that would probably be the best for me. And then I have put an ask out there for anybody if they have something to trade, just to let me know, what they'd like to trade for it. So we'll see. We'll see what comes of that. Okay. All right, I'm going to take off here, and this area is not too bad as far as bad guys go, but I'm going to go ahead and shoot off through here and try to speed this up, and I'll come back if anything fun or exciting or bad happens, okay? All right, I'll be back. So this is kind of cool. Just want to show this. 2 trees, a cherry tree and a lychee tree right next to each other here. So that's pretty cool. This is a neat area. I thought I'd found some what do you call it? Marble for Andy. He's been watching for marble, and I thought I'd found some back there for him earlier, but alas, it's not. So, all right, let me keep going. I don't know. Does falling down a hole qualify as something? Ooh. I got pretty lucky. This is quite a ways down. I took quite a bit of damage, but I got pretty lucky on that one. I gotta admit. I was heading down a lot farther down than what I ended up, so luck was with me on that one. Woo, okay. That's a deep hole. All right. I'm going to keep going. I'll be back. So coming across here several times across this area, I have been attacked by wolves. This is one of the places where they were death camping me for a while. So they're still out in the water. So I have to kind of take a little bit of a wide berth around them. But just to show something, if you hold on the control key while you're in the water like you're sprinting, you will end up going faster in the water. So You ever gotten that experience where the animals are catching and gaining on you in the water, and you need a way to get away from them a little bit quicker? I thought that was wolf chasing me. That's a bunny. Use that little tip there, and that'll help you sprint through the water a little quicker. We may get lucky this time. I'm not going to count my chickens, though. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, we're back. So, let's go. Looks like I got some harvesting to do. We'll go over and look at the house here in just a minute. Hey, a chest. Let's see. 2 Shino from Soul to give you a boost. Oh. Oh, wow. Look at that. Look at that. Awesome. Hey, Soul Ranger, thank you so much. I appreciate that. We're going to do something nice for him. I tell you what, if you're one of my viewers, you're watching this right now, if you have not been to Soul's page and watched any of the videos, go do that. Go hop onto his page. His link is in the description down below to Soul Survivor Games. Go check him out. Tell him, hey, thank you. Shino appreciates it. I'll tell him in Discord too. Speaking of, we do have a Discord channel that is open up just for members of the Rusty Gears. So if you would like to be a part of that, you can now. You can join us in Discord. Leave comments. We've got an area there where we've been watching, where we can, put down notes. Look at that right there. Stinking following me everywhere I go. Excuse me. But you can hop on that Discord channel and you can leave comments about videos. You can talk to the different Rastafarians. So really cool. I'll put the link to that in the description down below of this video. And that way you can go check it out. So go join that Discord channel. I'm going to put a link to my Discord channel in there as well. So you can join that. If you just want to send some comments to me, if you want to talk about some different stuff, I'll be there for that. All right, so let's take a look at our build, what we've got going on so far. Stinking rifts, man. Okay, so here is the size of the build. I think I talked about this before. It's going to be 20 by 20 is what we're going to be looking at. So you can see nice big interior. This is going to be 2 stories. So here's the outside edge of it so far, up to the first level, as you can see. But yeah, and then we're going to put the greenhouses back here off the back side. So these windows, I just kind of evenly spaced everything out just for my own math purposes. There's another rift. I think I just attract rifts. I think that's what's going on. But anyway, so that's the beginning of it. This granite here is just to kind of space it out. I want to come back in with limestone blocks, bricks, whenever we get that all done. So that will change up. But yeah, so here's the outside edge first. I'm going to be doing some more work as far as the interior goes. We'll be doing some more, I mean, not the interior, but as far as the designing goes. I think in my test world, at least in my creative build for this, a lot of chiseled blocks. So you see how this is a slab on this side. That's how thick I want the walls to be overall. So when I put the windows in, I do the interior crown molding, and I do the molding along the floorboards, which will be done in the Purple Heart. That will move back in just ever so slightly. So the molding will come out to the edge, but everything else will be. So full disclosure, usually when you have a room that is set up with a lot of chiseling like that, it's kind of hard to maintain. You won't be able to get a temperature scale inside there. So it won't count as a room for heating purposes. But that's okay, because there's going to be a single room inside there that's going to be the kitchen, and it will be all set up, and that's where the main heating source will be inside that. So yeah, I don't have a worry. I'm not going to worry too much about that one. Okay, so that is that. Looks like the temporal rift is gone from here. That was crazy. Yep, it's gone. Wow. Okay. So I've got a bunch of flax to harvest. Yeah, I got a lot of harvesting here to do. No, look at that. It's back. Or did I just miss it? I don't know, man. I don't know. But anyways, it looks like I've got a lot of stuff to do around here. Lots of cleaning up to do. So I need to harvest all these trees. I'm going to need to probably feed the animals here shortly. So lots of stuff to do. So I'm going to work on that between episodes. Hopefully get rid of these temporal rifts. Man. And I'm going to check one more thing over here. So I had a couple trees that were planted over here. Oh yeah, lots of trees over here are ready to go too. So yeah, lots of wood ready to go. Okay. All right. Hey, I think that's going to do it for this episode. Next episode, we're going to take off into a translocator over by Hippie's place. I'm going to need a lot of limestone sand for my build. And Hippie said there's a limestone desert over there, but she said be prepared because there's polar bears. So I think it'll be kind of fun. So we're going to go over there and go do some digging and see if we can get a lot of the sand. So, yeah. Okay. All right, folks. Hey, thanks for spending this time with me. This is Shino. Go check out Soul's page, Soul's channel. Tell him thank you for the iron and for the tools. And let him know that Shino sent you. All right, folks. Hey, appreciate you. We'll talk to you later. Take care.